Well, hello there, guys. Okay, no, that's not me. This is me. Yeah, I'd rather want to look at the tacky old Santa Claus too. So, yeah, back to that. So, well, as you can see by these videos this year, the goal I set for myself last year was not met. I am still living at my parents' house, which means that my winter wonderland is still in the basement. Yeah, let's have some music while we're listening and talking. Yeah, that's annoying. So, well, yeah, I did my best to make things festive down here again this year. I mean, I was really hoping this year I'd have a new place to show you guys, but, well, I don't, so things are going to be short and sweet this year. I already had the little intro video. That was pretty much the only amusing thing I had to do, was that little opening with my brother, who I'd like to thank for doing that with me. But, well, this video I'm just going to do a quick walk through the room again. I think let's do a little panorama here. Ignore the boxes and the water I've been drinking. Tonight is Christmas Eve. Those are gifts that are going to my brother's house tomorrow. So let's just start. Here's where I usually sit with my computer. There's the TV I watch. Currently showing Christmas lights. Very nice, isn't it? Alright, complete spin around here. Ah, yes. Lovely. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Beautimous. And complete. Well, there's really not much to talk about. Okay, I guess I'll do some highlights here. I mean, it's not too much different than what it's usually been. Let's do some highlights. Guess one thing I'll go ahead and start right away. Here's kind of the new centerpiece I decided to do for this year. I'll work my way down to it. Well, this wreath I've had for a few years. I usually have it over there by the door. This year I tried it with this. So next to it this year I tried to get really cheesy. Actually, I bought cheap stockings and wrote my family members' names on them with glitter glue. That's my brother, his wife, and their children there. And then over here's my parents, me, and our dogs, because I needed to have an even amount of stockings. Yes, I gave my dog stockings. So as you can see, well, there's stockings there, because where do you put stockings? You put stockings over fireplaces. But this is just a cruddy little basement. There's no fireplace down here. Oh, isn't there? Yes. That's right. The tackiness has gone too far, once more. Last year it was giant inflatable Santas. This year, it's fake cardboard fireplaces. And not just any kind of fake cardboard fireplaces. Did I just say fardboard? Yes, I did. Fake cardboard fireplaces. No, it is vintage-looking fake cardboard fireplaces. As opposed to real cardboard fireplace. Yeah, okay, yeah, cardboard fireplaces. So, yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? And of course, there's no actual heat coming from that fake fire. Hence the reason for the heater right here. I thought it was a nice setup. So, I think it's gorgeous. Wouldn't you agree? It's a very nice little setup I did for it here. Got the fireplace right there, some little stockings on it, because God knows I couldn't hang real stockings off this thing. It'd just probably fall over. The fire in there, tinsel, little stuffed creatures there. Oh, something I should talk about here. I bought these this year. These are old, like, holders from, like, either the 70s or 80s. I had to have these because these are the exact same stocking holders we had when I was real little. Like, I didn't have the same setup. Remember, I was always the Santa stocking holder. My brother was the elf. My mother was the little drummer boy. And my father was the mouse. Rat. Whatever. Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it? So then I have one of my very nice vintage-looking nativities here in the center, which got expanded a bit last year. I don't know if I ever talked about that. I had extra shepherds and some angels added to it. And then behind that I had this lovely little Merry Christmas sign. And then, of course, making this thing really come together is, normally here is where there's curtains that I just hang, like door covers from. This year I actually went out and found more corrugated brick paper and pinned that to it. And that's what the stockings are pinned to. And I'm going to break something. Yeah. Makes for a nice little vintagey looking setup, wouldn't you agree? It is just beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, let's see, what else should I talk about? Well, it's not new, but I guess it should bring up the fact that the white tree, my peppermint tree, this is the first year I've switched places on it. It is usually over there, and that Santa Claus is usually over here. I decided to be clever this year. Yeah, I guess that's a word for it. And switch them up just for the heck of it. So here I've got the dancing blow mold Santa and his lovely little display underneath him here. And the peppermint tree is now over there next to the door, which, oh, I guess I should talk about that. I actually have had these since last year. I had them up last year, just never really talked about them. These really nice old vintage door covers. I had two of them. One's here being used in the correct function as a door cover, and the other one is actually right here. You saw it's currently hanging on the refrigerator. Oh yeah, that's the refrigerator, which is wrapped up like a present next to the fireplace. Huh. And there's a Santa sled and some little knickknacks on top of it. But back to the door, back to the door, back to the door. So yeah, this thing is just delightfully vintage, and that's because it is vintage. It's from the 70s. And the tinsel around the border just completes the ensemble. And also, I guess I should know, I guess you heard the phrase, they don't make them like they used to. Well, they really don't. This and the other one like it, this is made out of like a thick, like tarp material. It's really thick. This thing is going to last for many years. Which, you know, if you buy a door cover these days, they're like thin plastic. You know, strong breeze could rip them up, which actually happened to me this year, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, so there's one thing right there, and I guess I should go ahead and show you this right here. So, you know, there's my seat with my laptop currently on it, where I usually sit, and here's the table I'm usually at for my holiday things. Here's my knickknacks around it. Little music box, some ceramic Santas, a new, well, not new, it's a musical Santa. We don't need to turn him on, we did that last year. Nice little stuffed frame, candle that smells delightful, and oh no, I got a donkey down in my nativity. There we go. One of those just really awesome vintage plastic nativities. Isn't that just beautiful? I'm burning myself on the candle to get this shot. I hope you appreciate that. Yeah. Hot. Ow. And so here we go. More little knickknacks. You like the little effect it here? Big nativity. Smaller nativity. Tiny nativity. Yeah, that was intentional. Santa boots, because I say so. And, I knocked the sand out. There we go. Over here's the shelf with more little knickknacks on it. The non-working but awesome looking maisonette up there. Santa hiding in the background there. Curtain covered up with cheap fabric I got at Walmart. That's awesomeness all around. Fiber optic Santa, you can't really see it's changing color because I have the light right in it. There you go, you can kind of see the color changing. And right here, which I thought was well hidden, that is my PlayStation 3, which I currently have connected to the TV, which is what you're seeing right here, which is playing the Christmas Lights 2 Blu-ray. And yeah, that's what I've been using. I have my PlayStation 3 hidden really well, I think. So now you can't really tell it's there when I pull back. Well, now that you know it's there, you can see it, but blah. Oh, these are new additions to the year. Vintage styrofoam Santa faces. Oh yeah, these. Oh wow, these. I got 4 of them, and for like just $20. I know, you know, it's expensive for a piece of styrofoam, but look at him, awesome. Yeah, there's 4 of them. Like I said, him, his brothers up there. There's one on the. 2 of them are on the windows. There's that one there. One Get out of the way, light. One right there. And then the other one, since it didn't have any more rope, is just leaning up against the table down there, say. But yeah, these things are just, they're awesome. This one's actually kind of dirty. That's why he's over here in the corner. There's the printer connected to the computer with this little lovely angel. More knickknacks on my shelving unit that I set up here. I love this Santa Claus right here. Love him. I actually got 2 sets of those vintagey stocking holders I talked about. As you go down here, Santa stands, elf one right there. You see, you go back and forth. You got stocking holder there, stocking holder there, stocking holder here. Santa and sled outside the nativity. That's a nice little contrast, don't you think? Stocking holder over here. The Santa Claus and some poinsettias there. Stocking holder there. And again, Santa Claus. Some stuff. Pine cones that smell like cinnamon. Non-working, but well, he's a working missionary, but it just doesn't work very well. Well hidden computer. Here's the computer desk for the year. Yeah, I'll make that look nice, I think. Yeah, it's a Christmas fireplace screensaver, which, by the way, if you listen closely, does have the sound effect for a roaring fire. Give it a listen. Listen to that. Yes, nice and toasty, nice and toasty. Oh, I can't believe I was almost forgetting about this. Well, here's the little decorations. Just holding up that. Oh, this guy's a new addition for the year. He's actually inspired me. The new Santa suit I bought this year. I actually wanted him to look like this guy. Now this was the big purchase of this year. This thing, an old, small, vintage blow mold Santa and sled and 2 reindeer. Yeah, I paid way too much for this thing, but my God, it is awesome. Especially if you're a fan of blow molds like me. You'll notice I didn't even try to put it came with the original lighting units, the original bulbs and everything from the 50s or 60s. However, I think it's from the 50s. I really do. But now you'll notice I just chose to not light them up and just put colored lights around them, which I think they look awesome this way. But yes, my God, I love this thing. Again, way too expensive, but well, that's what being a collector of things like this is all about. Going broke. Happy holidays. More knickknacks crammed up here in the corner. We can't even really see them. I didn't really turn my motionettes on this year. I put them out, just didn't bother turning them on. So, you know, this is all Santa-fied here out. In the front, of course, we had this lovely nativity piece here. So kind of a contrast there, and the nativity, and then Santa, 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 Jesus, Santa, Santa, Jesus, Santa, Santa, Jesus. Yeah. Pull back from that, you get the Christmas tree. Same tree I've had since the first video. Still holding out. Some of the lights on the pre-lit lights, actually some of them stopped working this year. But I put enough extra lights on there, particularly twinkling lights, because I'm all into the random twinkling. I don't think you can tell. Matter of fact, I think it looks the fullest it's looked in the last couple of years. There's the nativity I've had there for many, many years now. By many years, I mean like 5. Yeah, I don't know. I can't count. So yeah, there's that lovely piece right there. Still glowing and still looking beautiful. Fresh from the flea market. And then here, this is a new addition to the year because my friend gave me one of his old chairs, which I bought a new seat cover for because I knew what I would want to use it for, which is the Santa chair. Yes, this is the chair that I am in when I'm pretending to be Santa for my nephews and any other children that come over. Oh wow, sure, that sounded creepy. Anywho, yes, planned visits to Santa down here in the Winter Wonderland basement. Oh wow, it still sounds creepy. Yeah, I'm just going to stop there. I sit here dressed up as Santa. Here's the little background. Love it. The shelving covered up with some vintage loveliness. Inflatable candles again. Beautiful. And candelabras and the Nutcracker collection. With little Christmas trees on the other side. And oh, Santa would be a vain enough guy. He would have a portrait of himself up on the wall, don't you think? Yeah, that's a new thing I tried doing this year. I bought a bunch of, you know, Christmas boxes that actually look nice. and I just took the the pictures on the covers of them, the top parts of the boxes, and instead of using them as you're supposed to for boxes, I just put tinsel around them and made them look like portraits to hang on the wall. I think it looks great. I think it came out looking great for that. There's the filing cabinet still hiding in plain sight with that. But no, that's not the only place I did. I also did that over here. The portraits, I mean. It's another Santa again. Santa over the town. Nice little church and Christmas trees there. And I also did it over here. The snowman family. It's nice. Yeah, well, while I'm over here, I guess the evil Santa's evilness is being kept in check this year by the Holy Family. So it's just, let's see, can't really see very well in there because my fat shadow's in the way. There you go. And remotes are right there. Yeah. More motionettes. Just more loveliness all around. He works usually. He's just currently on power saving mode. That's why he's not on now. And he's not on because he makes too much noise. Oh, another addition to the year, I guess I should point out. These are not new. I actually just didn't get them out last year. Those cheap little inflatable reindeer I've had for a while from the Dollar Tree. But this, both the Santa Claus and the sleigh. What you think? Kind of right up there with their Santa faces. Cheap styrofoam sleigh. By cheap, I mean like $35 because, ooh, it's vintage and a collector's item. Let's charge the crap out the wazoo for this. Wow, I cannot talk. Yeah, put some fake presents in the back, just little boxes about a Dollar Tree and stuff. And this is an old JCPenney exclusive, I think. Santa Claus. His belt buckle says 1998. You can't really see right now. So it was like from the late 90s. I like him. He's just the right size to fit in that little sleigh. Some tinsel to serve as reins. Oh, let's see what else we got. Yeah. Oh, here we go. That little shelving unit that I never used for TV, so I did something else with it this year. I put, there you go, loveliness all around. There's a angel up in there, then some candles for that, and then of course that wonderful plastic nativity set, which my nephew has had a go at, so I knew it was wise getting a plastic set that he could go after instead of having him break a ceramic one. Which, why am I saying that? He actually did break a ceramic wise man this year. I'll show you that in a minute. Lovely little setup, don't you think? Yeah. Then above on top of that, I have this. I've had this. I've showed you that before. This Santa Claus and the sleigh and this presents. But this year I actually added some almost to scale reindeer. This is a full set, not just the original 8, but also a Rudolph in the front. Again, these were too expensive because they are a full set of vintage reindeer. And since it was a full set, of course, they charged quite a bit. But I don't care. I'm a collector. It's what I do. Santa. I guess I'll show this, the other wiring shelving unit that I used this year. You will know, with the lovely epileptic seizure-causing lights. You will note, if you note, take note. All the decorations on this, they are all Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Yes, the shelf is the dedication to Holy Yuletide matrimony. Yeah, I know what it's. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I like what I said. Yeah, I'm sticking with it. I'll stand by what I said. Kissy faces. Oh, old people love. Ew. Yeah. Oh, they love each other. Don't judge them. Fiber optic Christmas tree that was broken last year, and I actually got it fixed this year. I am very proud of myself. And I showed you that before. The little wiry sleigh and reindeer. Sit up. Where's the other reindeer? You're hiding. Come out. There it is. Oh, wait. Well, I'm sitting here. New tablecloth for the coffee table I'm sitting in front of. I got that because I usually have 2 runners here. The small runner and then another longer red runner that goes all the way over the edge. Christmas miracle, it disappeared without a trace. No, don't know what happened to it. It's just gone. So I got this for really cheap. Yeah, this one actually was cheap. It's actually a lot longer. It's actually like doubled over. This is actually like the length of like a banquet table, but it works well for what I need it for. Fake candle in there. I was talking about my nephew breaking a wise man this year. That is, I've talked about this before in past videos, the large Dollar Tree nativity set. It has gone unscathed many years, but my nephew saw fit to put it to the test this year. And it mostly passed the test, save for one wise man whose head was knocked clean off. And I currently didn't have any super glue, but I did have some rubber cement close by. Still seems to be holding fairly well. Yeah, his head came off. You can kind of see the crack there, but yeah, I was kind of tore up about it. Balthazar!